Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dig into something that's, well, a really powerful tool for figuring out where you are in life. We're going to talk about what it means when you hit a natural endpoint. You know, in your job, with your hobbies, or even in your relationships, and how you can tell when it's time to start writing that next chapter. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's start with this quote. Every person rises to their level of incompetence. Whew, I know, it sounds harsh, right? It can sting a little, but hang on. Before you start thinking about failure, let's just throw that idea out the window. This isn't about being bad at something, not at all. It's really about reaching a point where things have just shifted. Your skills, your passion, maybe just the circumstances around you. It's life's way of telling you, hey, it might be time for a change.
So the big question is, how do you even know you've hit that point? Well, turns out this is a pattern that shows up pretty much everywhere in all kinds of lives. Let's look at a few stories that might feel surprisingly familiar.
First up, picture a star cricketer, a legend. For years, his reflexes were just incredible, like lightning. But now he sees the ball zip right past him before he can even really move. And deep down, in that quiet place, he knows it's time to hang up the bat. But he stays on, for other reasons.
Or what about a big-shot CEO? She used to command the room. Now her grand plans are met with, well, a lot less energy. She even hears the whispers in the hallway that maybe she's a little out of touch. She knows it might be time to pass the torch, but something's holding her back.
And then there's the passionate biker. Man, the open road was his whole world. But now, he finds himself pulling over more and more, just lying in the grass, enjoying the sun. The thrill of the ride itself, it's just not there anymore. But he keeps getting back on the bike, driven by something that isn't passion.
And you know, this stuff shows up in our personal lives too. Think about a mother. Her daily calls with her grown-up daughter now feel more like an obligation, a chore, than something joyful. She knows their relationship has changed, that her main job is done, but she just can't let go of that old dynamic.
And one more for you, the experienced software developer. He looks around and the new hires are just flying. They're using tools he's never even heard of, solving problems in ways he can't. He knows his value has changed and he's terrified of becoming obsolete, but he stays put, for reasons he doesn't want to say out loud.
Now, in every single one of those stories, there's a powerful common thread. The change isn't first spotted by the fans or the board of directors or even the family. No, it starts as an internal alarm bell. You are always the first one to know.
And this is absolutely crucial. That feeling, that nagging sense that something's off, that you're just not the right person for this role anymore, it starts deep inside of you. It's a quiet whisper at first, happening long before anybody else has a clue.
So just for a second, let's get real. Ask yourself, what is my internal alarm bell trying to tell me right now? Is there some quiet voice, some gut feeling that's gently nudging you, telling you it might be time to move on from something?
And this leads us to the real struggle, doesn't it? I mean, if we know deep down that it's time for a change, why is it so incredibly hard to actually do something about it? Let's finally talk about those other reasons. So let's redefine this idea of a level of incompetence. It's not about being bad at your job. It's the exact moment when you make the choice to hold on for those other reasons. Maybe it's fear or comfort or your identity or money, even when your gut is screaming at you that it's time to go. It's that massive gap between knowing what's right and actually doing it.
Okay, but what if we could flip the script on this whole thing? What if leaving isn't quitting? What if it's actually an incredible act of courage? Let's look at the path forward.
Look, the reasons this happens are totally normal. They're human. Maybe your interest has just faded away. Maybe your body or your mind just can't keep up the way they used to. Or, hey, maybe you've simply done it. You've accomplished what you set out to do. The job is complete. These aren't failures. They are natural milestones in life.
When you look at it this way, the choice becomes pretty clear, right? On one hand, you can stay on. You'll probably end up blaming other people for how you feel, and you'll just stagnate. Or you can choose to move away. And that opens the door to recreating yourself, to starting fresh, to real, meaningful growth.
And that's really the big idea I want you to walk away with. Recognizing that you've reached this point isn't about coming to some sad ending. It's about earning the right to a brand new beginning.
Choosing to move away is a profoundly powerful, creative act.
You are literally giving yourself permission to reinvent who you are, to find new things that light you up, to build a new identity that fits who you are today, not the person you were yesterday.
Sooner or later, yeah, other people are probably going to notice. It's inevitable. But here's the thing. You can't blame them for spotting it, because you knew. You knew long before they did. The only question that really matters is, are you listening?